Okay, I've been asked a few times about how one can make a passive income on Pier Finder Bet. Okay, in this video I'm going to teach you about how Pier Finder Bet works and how you can always win and make money in every single game they picked for bettors. Pier Finder Bet is a platform that connects bettors worldwide, and the idea is to connect not just bettors but bettors who are willing to stake higher than their opposite team fans due to high confidence rate and passion they have for their favourite teams. This simply means that somewhere in this universe there are few bettors who are capable of offering ×2, ×3, or even ×4 of what their opponent can stake against them. They do this not because they want more money, but because they love their favourite soccer team with passion to the extent they can lose any amount of money on them regardless their current form. Okay, let's see it from this perspective. In a soccer game where FC Barcelona is playing against the Real Madrid somewhere in this planet, there is a die-hard FC Barcelona supporter that would want to bet against Real Madrid supporters ×3 the amount Real Madrid supporters have to bet. And likewise, Real Madrid supporters looking to bet ×2 or 3 the amount FC Barcelona supporters have to bet. The question is, how can these supporters find themselves? This is where Pier Finder Bet comes in. The platform searches and provides these kinds of bettors and makes them available on the platform. Now, how can you make money in every game on Pier Finder Bet? I often advise people who want to make money to just stake on both soccer teams as a matter of fact to avoid losing their money. You don't bet with passion, you bet to make more money for yourself. Now, the trick is, since Pier Finder Bet provide bettors who can bet higher against their opponents, all you have to do is to search for a bettor who can stake higher, and while you stake lower, maybe you have just $1,000 to stake on FC Barcelona against Real Madrid, then you will have to search for a Real Madrid supporter who can stake higher against you, maybe ×2 or ×3 of what you have. But in some cases, you will hardly find a Real Madrid supporter who can stake ×3 or ×4 the amount you have, but ×2 is very common and easy to find. Likewise, when you are supporting Real Madrid and you're searching for a FC Barcelona supporter who can stake higher against you, this is the difficult part of it. For me, I take advantage of every opportunity I see here. So what I do is staking against FC Barcelona on one ticket and then stake against Real Madrid on the other ticket to avoid losses. But I'm going to be sure that I stake against opponents who can stake ×3 or ×4 the amount I have to stake. If I can't find a bettor that would stake the minimum of ×3 the amount I have, trust me, I don't bet. Now, let's have a clearer view of this. When I searched and found a supporter of Real Madrid who can stake ×3 the amount I have, this means if I stake $1,000, my possible return should be $3,000. And likewise, when I stake against FC Barcelona, so say I spent a total of $2,000 stake against both teams, which is $1,000 on each ticket, and I get a possible return of $3,000 on each ticket. The fact that I must win one ticket, which will get me a return of $3,000, then logically I'm $1,000 richer after I take away the $2,000 I spent on both tickets. Now, in a case of draw, I get back my $2,000 because no one won. This is what I do repeatedly. The only challenge and difficulty is searching for bettors who can stake ×3 or ×4 the amount I have. This is where I find it so difficult. Now I'm going to show you how to find bettors to bet against on Pier Finder Bet. Okay, now we just visit www.pierfinderbet.com and make sure to input the URL correctly to avoid visiting a wrong website. Still waiting? My goodness, I'm experiencing a very slow internet connection. No option then to wait a bit. Okay, here we go. This is a friendly interface of Pier Finder Bet as you see here. This is the countdown of the selected game. Here, Finder Bet selects just a special game comprises of 2 big teams with huge number of supporters world, so bettors would easily search and find other bettors to bet against. You see here is FC Barcelona playing against Real Madrid. Here is the form to fill in order to search for a bettor who you can bet against. Let's go to my pick here. This simply means the soccer team you are betting for, and here you see the offer. That simply means you have to put in the amount you have to stake. Here you see the opponent. This is where you choose the amount you want your opponent to stake against what you have. Let me just go ahead and fill up the form so you can understand better. So all I do is just go copy the code for FC Barcelona, because on this ticket I chose FC Barcelona to win, and now I'm going to paste the code I copied here. Now I have selected FC Barcelona to win the game against Real Madrid on this ticket. Remember, I'm going to do the opposite on the other ticket so I don't risk losing my money. Now let's move to offer, where I will input the amount I want to bet on this ticket. So say $100 is all I have to bet. Then let's move to the next, where I need to select the amount I want from Real Madrid supporter to bet against my $100. As you can see, lots of amount here, and these amounts here depends on what you want your opponent to bet against you. But trust me, you can't get a better if you chose like ×4 and above of what you have to stake. Now, I already put in 300 bulks, which is ×3 of what I have to bet. Okay, now moving to the next, which is the orders. All you need to do here is to input the same amount as the amount you want your opponent to bet against you. So we input 300 bulks here too. Please, you have to make sure the opponent and order boxes are the same amount so you don't complicate your request. Now, next to the email section, all you have to do is to type in your email address correctly where you want to receive feedback for your search. You also have to spell your email correctly so as to make sure you get a feedback based on your search. I often advise people fill out this form correctly and to make everything right so there won't be any misconceptions. So here you just have to use the same email as the one you used when setting up your Pier Finder Bet account. Here we go. I'm just going to input my own email here correctly. james006@gmail.com. Finally, tap the search button. Now it's sending my request, and this is exactly how I'm going to search for bettors on the other ticket where I will be betting against FC Barcelona. I'm just going to repeat the same process. Here we go. The search is completed, and I hope I find a bettor who's ready to stake $300 while I stake $100. Okay, here we go. I just received a feedback regarding my search on Pier Finder Bet. This took me about a couple of hours to get a response via email. Okay, let me just tap on the email and view its content. Okay, the email says, "They got a bettor who has the closest bid to my offer. Wow, this means they couldn't find a bettor accepting my offer, but bid closest to my offer." So I just click the link and see the bid they have for me. Like I said earlier, in this video, it's quite difficult to find a bettor who can stake ×3, ×4 and above. Sometimes even ×2 is a little difficult, but let's see what they got for me. Okay, I think they got someone for me who still has a good offer. Let me scroll down to see the entire content. Okay, here I got a bettor who's offering me 150 bulks already. Let me explain what this means. Here is my own pick. I'm staking with 100 bulks, while here is the found bettor offering 150 bulks. Accepting this offer means my potential return should be 237.5 bulks after 5% commission fee being deducted for Pier Finder Bet service. So at this point, I'm just going to accept this offer and proceed. Remember, I'm still going to stake on a different ticket where I'm going to support the Real Madrid to avoid losing my money, because I don't do this out of passion, but to earn more money for myself. Here we go. This is the page where I need to make payment. As you can see, I need to be sure of these information here so I don't stake on something different. My email address was generated automatically, so I don't need to manually input that. Here I'm just going to select the win option, and here I'm going to input my USDT wallet address where I want to receive my earnings after the game. I've copied already. I just have to paste and then move next to select my country. What makes Pier Finder Bet so unique is that everyone can use it regardless of who you are and the currency you use, because Pier Finder Bet accepts only USDT cryptocurrency, which is widely used worldwide. So I'm just searching for my own country, the United States. Okay, now here we go. Country selected. And now let's proceed to the bet summary to see what it looks like. Okay, you see, to be sure of what I'm staking, I have to check the bet summary. Here I'm staking 100 bulks on FC Barcelona against the Real Madrid to potentially earn a return of 237 bulks. Okay, all correct. I just need to pay now and get it going. Once it's done, 100 bulks will automatically be deducted from my wallet balance. Okay, all done. And here's my payment receipt, and below is the bet details. So this is how to place a bet against anyone worldwide, regardless where they are. Remember, I'm going to stake on Real Madrid against FC Barcelona on a different ticket to avoid losing a dime. After staking on both teams, I'm going to spend a total of $200 and earn $237 after the match, because either any of both ticket must win, and in a case of draw game, I get my stakes returned back to my wallet balance. Alright, I think that's all, and that's how I earn in every soccer game on Pier Finder Bet. I'm just going to check my wallet balance to be sure I still have up to $100, so I can also stake against FC Barcelona on the other ticket. Okay, I still have sufficient balance to stake against FC Barcelona on the other ticket.